The Governor General of Papua New Guinea has officially sworn in the Honorable Wesley Raminai, member for Marape, as new Minister of State. Let me, on behalf of our country, our government, congratulate and commend the Honorable Wesley Raminai for making the important call in life to ensure that people of Marape is given adequate representation in cabinet. For a long time, Marape was absent in cabinet, and today is momentous for the electorate. The electorate is an important electorate, often tucked away in a bigger place within the Yellow Pangias and Tariboris, and the Hellas and Southern Highlands and the PNG politics, but the electorate carries some important assets of our country, continues to carry the LNG and oil backbones or infrastructures, was and is host to PDL3, PDL4, and associated with PDL2 in the PNG LNG and the oil fields, and operates or is back-to-back with an important electorate again, the Kikori electorate in the Gulf province. And so today he has joined ranks with government. Part of the confusion that took place on the 13th of November when many members were caught by surprise. They were driving into Parliament to be with the government caucus to carry on with our November Parliament programs, including what would have been a oncoming Tuesday's budget sitting. But the play by the Honorable Nama, the opposition leader, in his imaginations to usher power through what was still days outside of the vote of no confidence period. But in the process, many members were kept away from their constitutional duties, away from the independence of movement, and locked and stuck in Wanama for some time. And upon coming back, they were moved into Crown Hotel. And today, let me announce in the first instance, you can cage someone in an enclosed area for so long, but you can't cage someone, and especially a leader's individual freedom of mind. Individual freedom of mind. Whilst body may be caged in, the individual consciousness of where he, as leader, choose to align is something that no one muscle person can stop a leader from exercising his or her right. Leaders represent the people's interests, and the Honorable Wesley Raminai, in fair assessment to where he was and where his electorate is and what must be good for the country going forward, knows exactly there is no vacancy in the office of Prime Minister. There is no justified reason as well in changing a government, except the fact that opportunity for vote of no confidence presented. So those who want to play and bid for prime ministership rallied up members who were in the party structures, rallied up members who were loosely running around as individual members of our government. At 93 members of parliament, many were caught by surprise, coerced, and influenced into what has now become the infamous Wanama camp, and now relocated into Crown. The Honorable Wesley Raminai is commended for his brave move. When I stepped out of the O'Neill government in April 10th, 2019, never in the life of me did I thought I'd become Prime Minister. Leadership is all about making the right call for things you believe are important, not just for yourself, but the greater good of our country. And let me commend the Honorable Leader who stepped out in faith, stepped out knowing that he is doing the right thing, stepped out knowing that the Marape people, as well as the greater rural Papua New Guineans, need to ensure that sanity and stability continues in time when a nation is exposed to attack by COVID-19, attack through COVID-19 induced contraction in the economy, and also through some of this reconfiguration we're doing as a government to ensure we harvest more from our natural resources. It will take some time, but the reform we did in the last 18 months I'm rattled, many nerves, and part of the process of the movement that took place was a result of 18 months of consistent work to try to shift our country into a new direction from the status quo that we inherited post May 30th, 2019. The Honorable Wesley Raminai belongs to a class of first-generation parliamentarians, first-termers, second-termers who just came in with no excess baggage attached in Wagani. They just wanted to get on with life, do the right thing for the country, fight for greater take from our natural resources, change the way we've been doing, a paradigm shift from the status quo into getting better, greater from our own natural resources. His electorate is no different from mine, just like Lee or Namatala is no different from mine. Enga province is no different from mine. Kikori is no different from mine. South Hala is no different from mine. And many other rural areas, we've carried this country through resources that emanate from our land. Yet when you go to our hinterlands and backlands, there is no seal roads. Dilapidated infrastructure, whether it's public infrastructure like hospital, education facilities, people are still way behind. And this leadership generation is all about, without chasing our investors, you make your fair share of return, we make our fair share, if not better share of our return, so that we can have more to put into national coffers and build up our country better by spreading resource fairly. In 2021 budget, the Honorable Sam Basil was Planning Minister, went through 7 cabinet processes, signed off, and the Honorable Yenling Staki delivered last week Tuesday, has a hallmark of even distribution throughout our country. I ask all members who are still locked in Crown as I speak, unlike the Lolawata retreat where we are moving in and out freely, pick a copy of the 2021 budget we passed. At least there's an allocation of resources to all districts, not the normal DSIP, PSIP program, but allocation, especially key roads that will pick up copra, cacao, coffee, and throughout all 89 districts in our country, and throughout all regions in our country. This leadership up front, including the Honorable Wesley Raminai, belongs to this generation of leadership who just want to get on and ensure the rest of our country, all parts of our country are picked up and moving in the right space and right place in as far as development is concerned. And so I welcome him to the ranks of a cabinet minister. We have 9 more vacancies. We will go back to our retreat, and the coalition party leaders we have will be discussing on the structure of our government that will take us through closing 2020 work year and financial year better, and to ensure we start 2021 with our schools. And our 2 key activities we want to run early next year in February and March, and April is the census and common roll updates, so that those who want to be Prime Minister can go to the election and the electorates and pick the mandate at 2022. James Marape-led government can assure you, I want to tidy up common roll. I want to tidy up the processes in 2022 so that you as party leaders can have a fair go in fielding your candidate. But in the meantime, we will work and do it straight. As we say, work must go straight, and we will do it straight for our country. The Honorable Wesley Raminai, welcome to the portfolio in cabinet. He will be minister assisting me, minister assisting the Prime Minister in the meantime, more so taking care of some key areas in the sports sector, key areas like National Gaming Board and other offices that is attached with the Office of Prime Minister. And later when our combined team sits down to look at cabinet restructuring, then we will see where the talents we have in our camp can be placed. So with 9 more vacancies, we are going through this one. We have Deputy Prime Minister up for restructuring also. Those are not something that James Marape will do it on my own. I will consult the caucus I have with me as well as the party leaders who have, and we will deliver a new look cabinet, a new look government that in my view will be better placed to pursue take back PNG's resource agenda in a better, clearer way without hangers on and without so much, you know, excess at the back who want to stop us from moving that place. I have a clear vision for our country. I want to take back greater earning from our resources. And the last 18 months, managing politics, managing those who were holding us back and trying to break loose from them by the hand of divine intervention, the split has taken place. The like-minded leaders are coming back. Crown, open up the gate. Don't shut the gate. If you have trusted the leaders to be with you, don't shut the gate like at Lolowata. We're not shutting the gate. Open the gate and allow members to exercise their freedom to move in and out. Congratulations, brother. You have your moment. Well done to the people of Marape. You know, certain programs are happening your way. We are sealing road from Kaugwa to Marape now, and that is not just a district program. It's a national program to open up the hinterlands of Highlands down into Kikori for our port access in Kikori, and he's the member responsible for this work that are happening in his directorate of our country. Please address the media.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It's wonderful to be back in Port Moresby, especially after 2 weeks of holiday up in Vanimo. Anyway, I had to, make my move to come and stay with the government simply because of my people and my district. We still have projects on the ground, and I need to continue implementing them. So the best thing I can do for my people and for my district is to stay with the government and let the work that's going on in my district to continue. With that, I think I won't say much. I'd like to thank the Prime Minister for having confidence to me and my people to give us a ministry. I think it's been a long time that our MPs from Kaugwa haven't had a ministry for a while. So I think my people also happy as well. Thank you so much. And I'm just willing to go back to work. I think I've had a good 2 weeks break up in Vanimo. I need to go back and start serving my country. I think sports is a big area, and I'll keep working in the sports ministry and helping my good Prime Minister, I'll steam in whichever way I can. That's what I'll be doing. So thank you too much.